As BDD now just going to be divided towards the rest of the team. That handshake absolutely beautiful as well. As BDD just going to have to try and walk it out. It's not going to work though. First blood goes over to the Renata as Dudu might also be falling. Effort, what the heck was that? But it doesn't matter. He's going to be able to pick up the kill. It wasn't madness. It was genius.
All calculated to get the ignite off. No problem.
Yeah.
Effort almost is a taxi for Dudu. But good enough. Really like the scoop there from Karis. As I'm not sure if they placed or they just told BDD Wolf.
Something done. Dread. Vision available. As now Kana dives on forward. Onfleek getting in there with the Cyclone. Ghost has to Feather Storm. Can he actually call the Blades? And the answer is yes, but the Viger is already dead. Effort lights him on fire, but Vista gets the shield and he will be alright. Dread secures the Drake. So I guess there's that, but the rest of Nongshim will be torn apart. And only the Viego is left standing. The Baron not going to be so lucky.
And it's exactly the same issue from Nongshim. It's the fear, it's the hesitation. They're just standing there. Dread is making the call. Can't actually join the fight unless he would have flashed over the wall there. It's Life pulling the trigger, and with the composition that Nongshim have, you should be ready for that. You should know that it's coming. They're not though. And yeah, it's nice that you get a possible sword point, but giving up the Baron.
Now, lying in wait on that flank. Spotted on that ward though. Sandy taking a little bit of damage here as Kana has found Onfleek. Does get over the wall as the decoy comes in. Dread's going to secure it. Manages to lock down the Infernal Drake, but BDD is going to go down once again. Nongshim trying to escape now. As in goes Karis and looks for it. The Emperor's Divide's delayed, but it's still massive. A double kill for Samdi. Ghost is running for the hills. And yeah, congratulations on your soul. You're still probably going to lose the game.
No teleport available though. They're all running towards the mid-wave. 20 seconds before effort is up, and I think it's going to be the inhib. I don't think that they can actually end, especially not with Zaya still alive, but they're definitely going to try. Karis is low.
Yep, they may as well. Samdi has got Crescendum as well. He's going to be able to do a lot of damage as Ghost. Is lethality. I mean, you do have a lot of wave clear with this. So it's not going to be Life Esports biting off any more than they can chew. Effort's also respawned. It's only level 10. And let's have a look at this one more time.
As Dread hats off again. And BDD gets caught by the Renata ult, sits in there for the full duration, then gets taken down. Just has not been able to make an impact at all on this Vega. Karis able to get a really nice scoop. And crucially, Dudu dies, because otherwise it might have been a disastrous. Oh, it's a Hail Mary, Atlas!
Yeah, we're going for it. Onfleek is right in the area, but does not have Smite available. Teleport comes down, and now everyone is just rushing for Dudu. Wait, can they catch up to him? Kana's a little bit behind. Onfleek is going to make it there, and okay. I guess we just don't do anything. And now I guess Life take the Baron. Right? I mean, everyone's respawned.
Yeah, they can't.
There's a Infernal Soul on the map. 7,000 gold, the lead. Bounties aren't up at the moment, though. Very interesting situation here that we've got on our hands. There's Effort. He is in the comfort zone, health-wise. Dread's in the mist. Dudu is he just feels like he is so safe. He's got his stopwatch, he's got his Merc Treads.
Got a bailout.
Yeah, he's got a bailout if necessary, absolutely.
Vista's been investing well.
I mean, bailout is basically just Devour, but they get to keep hitting, right?
That's just going to be Nash, isn't it?
Yeah, looks like there's just not much that Nongshim can do. Great handshake there, because Vista's just going to keep them away. Hostile Takeover is going to get out the Grand Entrance, and that means that can't be used for anything else, as Dudu is actually going to take a lot of damage here. Featherstorm comes down, holds onto that choke quite nicely. Samdi taking a lot of damage as Effort's trying to chase after Samdi. They do take down Dudu, and Samdi's on vision, but they've still got the Baron. They only lose one.
Yeah, you're not going to care too much about that. Who cares about Dudu? You get the objective, you're going to be able to...
I think he's great.
Well, you know what I mean, Atlas. As the... that little giggle gets me every time. As That buff means that it's going to be way easier for Hanwha Life to maintain their pressure across the map, and the only one that I think can reliably build those waves right now is Ghost, because he is actually his spikes. BDD, even with that Infernal Soul, still feels incredibly weak. And crucially there, it's Vista that makes sure that they get the Baron, and because of how low Dread gets, due to the auto attacks from Ghost attacking his teammate because of the hostile takeover, they're baited to go in. Really nice play from Effort to keep his jungler alive there, because otherwise it might have been an actual disaster and it might have been the end of the game. And instead, it's still bad for Nongshim, but they're hanging in there and they are kept alive by nothing but an Infernal Soul and a Dream.
Yes. And I don't know whether it's quite going to be enough, as Effort and Dread just trying to get whatever scraps of the map that they can actually get their claws into. Only 3 turrets being picked up so far for Nongshim. It's gonna be a long way back into this game if they are going to get there. And Hanwha just feels like their comp is aging like a fine wine.
It is. It does. Because we didn't really get to have our scaling conversation because we got distracted as you and I.
Yep, true.
Very often.
Something Veigar infinite scaling though.
Yeah. The reality of it is that, especially when the composition of Hanwha Life has full control of the map as they have right now, is you can just keep taking pot shots. Your siege is very, very strong, and actually engaging is very hard because of all the counter-engage tools. As Vista
Onfleek's in the cage, but that's another hostile takeover. This time it doesn't really get too much done. Vista actually taking a lot of damage. Yeah, Ghost. This build does a lot of damage to Renata specifically, right?
Yeah, especially with Infernal Soul.
Yeah.
That's the lethality Zaya Dream. BDD does have 200 stacks, and once he finishes his Rabadons, will probably be sitting at, I don't know, 700 AP. But he needs to focus more on staying alive, and that is actually, if he can get 2 rotations off of a cage, W and a Q in a team fight, Baleful Strike and Comet at that point are going to wreck many members of Hanwha Life. But we haven't actually been able to see that because every time the Hanwha Life dive is just too strong. The setup, the way they've been executing, opening up with a Vista ultimate, Karis Onfleek Dudu jump onto the enemy backline, and Zombie provides supportive fire, has not been answered yet by Nongshim. And
yeah, and they're not even jumping on. They're not jumping onto the backline. They're jumping onto BDD every time and just destroying.
Yeah,
and it's working out very well. Grand entrance for the counter engage onto Onfleek. He is going to take a lot of damage here as Cannon's throwing the needles through. It's doing a lot of work to get rid of these guys, but Onfleek still alive. And let's see whether Nongshim can get on top of this Elder. Their Dragon control has definitely been good this game. As Onfleek, once again, he escapes the cage, but still takes a lot of damage, and now that flash is on cooldown.
To get a Grom.
Yeah, Effort's going to spot him out, so we'll spot that he's there, trying to secure this Grom. Dread
back up
in the mist, but it is going to be the Wukong locking that one down. But now he has to wrap back around again. Yeah, can they burst it and get that smite in there? Dread, make up your mind. Nongshim, make up your mind. As Karis has to shift some sands to get himself out, as no one wants to make the mistake to end this game on either side. As the Elder's getting very frustrated, in the end decides that she just wants to go back to sleep. As Moonlight Vigil, yep, spots the gap there. Was looking for the wardrobe heading towards Narnia. Dissipates on its way there, but now the Elder is once again down relatively low. Hostile takeover is not going to find Dread as he flashes to get himself out of the way. Dudu wants to find him. Heartbreaker gets back into the pit and secures the Elder, and this is game for Nongshim. I don't know how it happened, but it happened. Oh my, Dread looked so silly until he was an absolute mechanical genius.
I think I'm going to vote for the 0-1-0 VA.
100%! Give him the vote!
Baby!
That was the one play, and all the smites! Otherwise, that would have been a fight for a random Infernal Drake. Chronicler. Oh my god, Karis is trying to do what he can, but the Dragon's Wrath will not be stopped. And that is the ace. It's now a 1-1-0 Viego Chronicler, alright? Oh my goodness, what a series. Nongshim will manage to right the ship in the This was ridiculous. Because the Heartbreak is out. So they're like burst it down. Doesn't matter.
이거 내가 궁으로 마크할게. 나머지 구멍이 이 합격. 너 죽지 마. 성우에 제발 안 줄게 안 줄게.
이거 웨이브 들어갈 때 텔타.
웨이브 들어갈 때 텔타.
쌍둥이에서
쌍둥이에서 가.
They don't even lose anything.
이거 오른쪽 미녀 끼뜨러 오지 마. 왼쪽 미녀. 갈려서 해. 갈려서 해.
오른쪽 발 붙어서.
양쪽으로 퍼져. 양쪽으로 퍼져.
아질 궁.
있어. 아질 궁 있어.
오른쪽으로 프리야.
라인 들어갈 때 이거 할게.
라인 들어갈 때 낙한 궁켜.
텔 찍었어.
And this is a multiverse moment where there was a version of Nongshim that lost this game, and who knows?
Spiraled completely out of control.
Completely. And now, I'm sure they acknowledge, as